Okay, so lightweight, foam roller.
Got it.
We'll get started. Let's stand on our mat, feet parallel, hip width apart, soft bend in our knees. Let's take a big inhale, bring our fingertips to the ceiling, grow taller, relax the shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, scoop the abs around the shoulders. Let everything hang heavy at the bottom. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. While we're there, let's bend one knee and then the other. Pedal our legs out. Feel that stretch through the back body, through the low back. One more time to each side. We'll come back to center with an inhale, soften the knees, scoop the abs, slowly roll it up. Restacking the spine one piece at a time. Head last to come up. When it does, let's roll the shoulders back and down one more time, and keep them there. So I thought we'd start off on the mat with our foam roller. Okay. So foam roller on the mat. We're going to have our weights close by so that we can reach them when we need them. Then we're going to sit on our roller, tailbone supported, and head supported. So we're going to lay all the way down here. Think about that length of our spine on the foam roller. Neutral spine, so we still have that space in our low back. And let's start off just bringing the arms wide, shoulder blades back around this foam roller. Palms face the ceiling. Feel that opening through the chest here.
That feels good.
And just breathing. Big inhale. Ooh, excuse me. Big yawn. Big inhale, feel the rib cage expand. With our exhale, feel those front ribs pull together, belly button pull deeper to the spine. One more big inhale. And exhale. Now let's bring those arms long by our side. Palms face the floor. We're going to take the right arm overhead and then scissor those arms. And scissor. Just getting some movement through the shoulders. And scissor. And scissor. And two more. Last one. And then bring both arms overhead. Let's bring the elbows wide so we're in this wall pose position. And we're going to rotate the fingertips to the floor and palms to the ceiling. And palms to the floor and palms to the ceiling. So we can have those feet wide right now if we want. We're finding stability on the roller, but it's more about opening through the front of the chest, through the front of the shoulders. I'm doing that rounding forward we do that today. Next time we bring those palms to the ceiling, keep them next for that goalpost or stick them up position. We're going to take fingertips together overhead and elbows wide. So feel the shoulder blades sliding up and down this foam roller. A little bit of massage between the shoulder blades. If we can't go all the way to the top, that's fine. But within a range of motion that feels good for you. And two. Last one. Elbows come wide, and then we'll bring those hands to the floor. So hands are on our mat. Closer to our foam roller is nicer, or is more challenging. Wider is going to be nicer. Let's bring those feet into parallel, hip width apart. And we're going to bring the right leg to tabletop and set it down. And then the left leg and set it down. So just starting to find our stability on this roller. Belly button pulling in, trying to keep the roller as quiet as we possibly can. One more to each side. And next time we bring the right leg to tabletop, let's keep it there. Let's bring the left leg up to match it. So here we can gently imprint the spine if that's nicer for us. Heavy tailbone and neutral spine is going to be ideal. That's our goal. So if we feel this in the low back, we're going to imprint. Really finding our balance here. And we're going to continue with those marches. We're going to hinge at the hips. Right toe comes to the mat. And then the left toe. Think about maintaining that 90-degree bend in the knee, pressing the thigh away from us. feel this work through the core, through the obliques. One more to each side. And both legs in tabletop. Let's keep them there. Arms are long by our side. Really stabilize on this roller. Let's extend toes to the ceiling. Back to tabletop. Toes to the ceiling. Back to tabletop. Really think about lengthening those legs, lengthening the hamstrings. Gaze to the ceiling. Neck long and relaxed. Shoulders open. 2 more. Last one. And legs back to tabletop. Let's bring one foot down and then the other. Give yourself a moment to rest. Okay, readjust if you need to here. Let's bring one leg back to tabletop and both legs come back to tabletop. Finding our stability, let's extend the right leg across the room, back to tabletop, and then the left, and tabletop, and right, and left. And alternating one leg at a time. Still focused on keeping this roller quiet. One more to each side. And back to tabletop. Let's extend both legs across the room. And tabletop. And extend both legs, squeezing those inner thighs together. Again, higher is nicer, lower is more challenging. And we've got 3. Oh, my toes are cramping. 2. 1. Back to tabletop. One foot finds the floor and then the other. Take a big breath there. How are we feeling, Lisa?
Good.
Okay. Let's bring the left leg to tabletop. We're going to bring the right hand to the ceiling. We're going to extend arm and leg away from each other and back to tabletop. And away and back to that start position. So now we should feel more of that kind of oblique work, diagonal across the body. Still focused on our stability on the roller. One more like this. And now we're going to continue, but as we come back to that start position, lift the chest, reach to the outside of the knee. And inhale, roll it down. And lift. And inhale, roll it down. And 4. 3. Feeling the shoulder blades up. 2. Last one, hold it and pulse up, up, up. 2, 1. Inhale, roll it down. Foot finds the floor, hand finds the floor. Let's go to the other side. Let's bring the left hand to the ceiling. Right leg to tabletop. Find our balance here, find our stability. We're going to extend arm and leg away from each other and back to start. Extend away and back to start. And we've got 4. Use that exhale. 3. 2. Last one. Back to that start position. Now we're going to add on. As we come back to our start position, lift the chest, reach to the outside of the knee. Inhale, roll it down. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. And 3. Use that exhale. 2. Last one, lift and hold. And pulse up. 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 2. 1. Inhale, roll it down. Let's bring foot to the floor, hand finds the floor. Feet can come a little bit wider. One more time. Open the arms to a T. Let the shoulder blades wrap around the stone roller. If we'd like to, we can roll side to side a little bit. Get a massage through the spine. And we're going to stay here. We're going to reach over next to us, grab our weights. I'm actually going to slide my phone over a little bit. I don't hit this before marking. Okay. So grab those hand weights. Knees are bent, feet are flat. We want to challenge ourselves a little bit more. Legs squeezing tight together is going to be more challenging. Wider is always going to be nicer. Let's start elbows in, hovering above the mat, right line with the seam of our shirt. Let's press the weights to the ceiling, right back down. Press the weights to the ceiling, right back down. And we've got 5. Okay, slow and control. 4, 3, belly button pulling in. Neutral spine because our feet are supported. Last one, bring those elbows down in line with the seam of our shirt. Now let's punch just the right way to the ceiling. And then the left. And right. And left. Let's continue there. Right. Left. One more time. Right. Left. And hold those weights upright. Let's bring elbows wide, palms face our toes. And right into a chest press. Weights to the ceiling and elbows wide. And weights to the ceiling, elbows wide. So we should really feel that core active, helping to stabilize this roller. And mine's holding it just a little bit. And 2 more. Last one, bring the elbows wide. Let's alternate. Right arm presses. And then left. So we should feel a little more work to stabilize than we did in that elbow tap. With these elbows wide, it's trying to pull us to one side. Okay, front ribs pulling together, belly button still pulling in. One more. Do you have a question, Lisa?
No, I was just giggling because I was rolling.
And then when we're even, elbows wide. Let's turn the palms to face the ceiling. Arms are wide, soft bend in the elbows, and we'll hug a tree. And open. And hug a tree. And open. Only as wide as we can see these weights in our peripheral vision. And 3. 2. I'm pretty wobbly. I'm pressing up on you. Last one. Now let's bring the weights together over our chest, hold them there. We're going to open just the right arm and close. And left arm and close. Remember, adjust these feet if you need to. Right? And left. Love this wobbly feeling. We should really feel those legs, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And left. One more time, right? And left. Back to center. Keep those weights to the ceiling. Arms are long, palms face each other. We're going to bend our elbows and extend for a tricep press. And bend and extend. So this is just a little bit nicer. We're more centered on the body. We shouldn't feel as much instability, as much rocket on this foam roller. Wobbly. And 3, 2, 1. Let's bring those arms along by our side. Palms face the ceiling. Elbows hover above the mat. Right in line with the seam of our shirt. And we curl. And extend. May as well get all this arm work in while we're here. And curl. Of course, we're going to get some more in a little bit. And curl. And 3, 2, 1. Arms come long. Set the weights down one more time. Open the arms wide back so the hands rest on the mat. And the whole side to side. If like maybe turn the head side to side, a little bit of a massage through the back of the skull. We'll come back to center very carefully. We're going to roll it to seated. And then slide off our foam roller. Okay, we can set those weights to the side for a moment. And we're going to bring that foam roller sideways on our mat. Behind our knees. So sideways on our mat. We're going to lay all the way down. Arches of our feet come to the roller. Arms are long by our side. This foam roller closer to our booty is going to be nicer. Let's keep the hips down as we get started with our bridging. And we're going to start with some pelvic tucks and tilts. Exhale, imprint the low back. Inhale, rock out to neutral. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, feel that low back, press into the mat. Inhale, rock to neutral. Arms reaching long, chest is open, shoulders open. And 2, inner thighs engaged. Last one. Now with our next exhale, let's peel the hips up. Really use the triceps for support. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly roll down. If this foam roller doesn't work for you here, you can always ditch the foam roller and do this on the mat. Inhale on the top. Exhale, slowly roll down. So we should feel hamstrings working to keep that foam roller quiet. We should feel glutes working as we peel up, belly button pulling in. And each time we roll down, we're finding more mobility through the spine. And using that exhale to soften through the upper spine and spine. Low back as we set it down, one piece at a time. 2 more. One more time. Let's peel it up, hold it up. We're going to hinge at the hips, tap the tailbone to the mat, right back up. We should feel this little space in our low back as we tap the mat. Sending the tailbone back behind us, still stabilizing that roller. And 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips high, big inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Hug our knees into our chest. Rock side to side, round off the low back. How are you feeling there?
Good.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more bridging. If you would like to add a little bit of a challenge for yourself, if we stack the weights and have the hands resting on the weights,
Okay, great.
that will be more challenging. So
Okay.
arms on the mat is going to be nicer. So if you'd like to kind of step it up a notch, weights are stacked. Okay, arches of our feet on that foam roller. We're going to scoop the abs, peel it up. Reaching the arms long, triceps pressing toward the floor, hips are high and stable. Now we're going to bring the right leg to tabletop, set it down, and the left leg to tabletop, and set it down. Try to keep those hips level, try to keep that foam roller quiet. Think reaching the fingertips further, really press into the waist, we should feel triceps working. And one more to each side. Right leg, left leg, arches come back to that foam roller, lift the hips and inch higher. Inhale there, exhale, slowly roll down.
I like that.
Again, we can hug our knees, round off the low back. So that marching on the roller is just a little bit more challenging than marching on the mat. And of course, we have one more set. This is my favorite set.
Yep.
Arms are long. We want to, we're stacked on those weights again. Arches of our feet on the foam roller. Scoop the abs, tuck the pelvis, peel the hips up. Find our support here. Find our length through our spine. Hips are level. Now we're going to press the foam roller away a few inches and pull it back. Try not to let those hips drop. So we're getting a little bit of a hamstring curl. Try to keep the feet parallel. I can feel my mind to externally rotate. Inner thighs engaged for 3, 2, a little bit of a hamstring curl. Woo. Last one. Oh, hold it there, lift the hips high, inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Woo, it's starting to cramp. Hug the knees, side to side. Knuckle go back. Stick toes to the ceiling. Lengthen the legs, hold on behind the thighs or calves, point and flex the toes. How'd that feel for you, Lisa?
Good, other than a cramp in my left leg at the very end.
I did both legs right at the end. I was like, oh, that's it.
There. Oh.
One more time. And now we're going to stay on the mat. Just extend the legs. Backs of the ankles are resting on that foam roller. Set the weights to the side. Fingertips reaching to the ceiling. Think about actively pressing through the glutes and hamstrings. Really press through these legs. Inhale, nod, chin to chest. Exhale, roll it up, reach for the toes. Stay round through the spine, folding the body in half. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Really set the spine down one piece at a time, as slow as we can go. Inhale as head taps the mat. Exhale, nod, chin to chest, and roll it up. Reach for the toes. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it down. Really nice and slow. This is where we get the work. If we need some momentum, we can always start with the hands up overhead. Inhale, nod, chin to chest, and roll it up. Reach for those toes. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it down. Let's do 2 more of these roll-ups. If you're having trouble rolling up, a little folded towel under the low back, under that lumbar spine will help. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it down. Or if we can't roll up, just a chest lift always works too. Working toward that roll up. Last one, roll it up, peel it up, hold it, reach for the ankles or the toes. Stretch deeper, big inhale there. Exhale, stretch deeper. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, stretch. And inhale, sit up tall. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Find a butterfly stretch. And we can round forward over our toes. Really opening through those hips. Stretching deeper with the exhale. One more big inhale. With our exhale, we'll sit up tall. Now we're going to come on up to standing. Leave that foam roller to the side. And grab our weights. Let's warm up through the low body. Hips, knees, and ankles. We have a weight in each hand. Arms are long by our side. Feet parallel, hip width apart. Let's sit back into our squat. Arms up to shoulder height and stand it up. Remember, we can wiggle our toes here. Hinging slightly forward at the hips. Belly button pulling away from our t-shirt. And we've got 6. And 5. 4 more. 3. Was nice.
Yep.
2. Last one. Sit it down, hold it down, and pulse. 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 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Bring heels together, toes apart. Arms are wide, soft bend in the elbows. We're going to sit into a plie as we hug a tree and open wide. Sit it down and open wide. And 5. Zipping up those inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the tree, sit it down, hold it, and pulse. Pulse. Relax the shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and wide. Let's bring the feet wide, externally rotated. Sumo squat, arms are long by our side, palms face down. We're going to open the arms to a T as we squat, stand up. Then controlling these weights on the way down. We want to feel the work in both directions. Shoulders pulling out of the ears. Feel the heels squeezing together, inner thighs working. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sit it down, hold it down, and pulse. 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 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Shake it out. Then we're going to turn to the left. Right heel is up, right heel lifted, left foot forward. Arms are long, palms face in toward each other. We'll hammer curl as we lunge. And curl. Weight heavy in that front heel. And 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, hold it there, palms face behind us. Come into just that runner's lunge. And lift. And lift. Think this chest expansion. And lift. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face each other. Let's go back into that lunge. And lunge. And lunge. And 3, 2, 1. Palms face back into our runner's lunge. Hold the elbows behind us and bend and extend for a tricep kickback. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way back up. Shake the legs out. Let's come back into that wide externally rotated position. Elbows wide, palms face forward. We're going to sit down into a sumo squat, overhead press. And press. And press. One more. Now bring it down, hold it, lift the left heel and continue. And continue. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, set down the left heel, lift the right, and continue. And 3, 2, 1. Hold it down, lift both heels, and little pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, all the way up, all the way back down. Let's turn to the other side. Left foot back, right foot forward. Or opposite foot if you already did that one. Arms are long, palms face in. We're going to lunge and hammer curl. And curl. And curl. And curl. And 3, 2, 1. Hold it, come into that runner's lunge, palms face back, and lift. 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 3, 2, 1. Palms face in. We go back to the lunges. Nice long sweep. Keep working through the shoulder, through that deltoid muscle. Lats are engaged, belly button pulling to the spine. And 2. Last one. Come back up into that runner's lunge. Palms face in, elbows up behind us. And we bend and extend for a tricep kickback. Bend and extend. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And all the way back up. And shake it out. Okay, set those weights to the side. Grab our foam roller. So it's sideways on our mat. We're going to have this roller right in our side leg. We're onto the form. Knees bent, legs are stacked. Heels are lifted in space. We're going to clamshell open and close. Open and close. Strong through the shoulder. This foam roller is providing just a little bit of support for the side body. And 3, 2. Last one, open, hold it. Extend the top leg. Bend those heels back together and close. Open, extend. Heels come together, we close. And 4 more, just like that. 3, 2, 1. And back down. Down, down a little bit if we like. Bottom leg tucked under, top leg is long, foot is flexed. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. And lift. And 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Point the toes, sweep forward. Flex the heel back. I know we do this every time, but it really never gets old.
Yep.
I mean, it burns every time for me. So I'm hoping it is for you too.
Yes. Every time.
Every time. So I just keep doing it. I mean, when it gets easy, I'll stop.
Yep.
And 1 more. Hold it back there. Keep that foot flexed. Bend into tabletop. Press it out. It's like on fire right now. It feels so great.
It's a good thing. An area on me that needs a lot of work. So.
Great. Yeah, I mean, if it burns like this, we obviously need it. Yeah. Last one. Hold it out there. Keep that foot flexed. Little circles. It's the best part. And circle. And 3, 2, 1. Reverse. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, bend it in. Okay. So we're going to come on up into that mermaid pose. So right up to sea. I'm going to get that figure 4 stretch in a minute. I know we're creating. So mermaid pose. Bottom leg tucked in front, top leg out to the side. Hand on that foam roller. We're going to press the roller away as we round over. Keep those hips pressing toward the mat. Exhale back up. Inhale up and over, finding lateral movement through the spine. Exhale back up. So we should be getting a little bit of a stretch through that hip. Feels nice. That lengthening through the side body. 1 more. As we come up, counter stretch to the other side. And then sit up tall. So same side, we're gonna come back onto that foam roller. Foam roller is right under the side body, top leg's extended, bottom leg is tucked under. We're gonna come down to our elbow. Bottom hand behind the head, top hand can either be behind the head or long in our side. This is going to be more challenging than this is nice for you. Decide where you need to be. And we're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2. Last one, lift and hold and pulse, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. Does that feel okay, Lisa?
Yeah, that's good.
And we'll come back up. Okay, let's set the foam roller to the side. Roll over onto our back. Give ourselves a figure 4 stretch. That top ankle crossed over, pressing our knee open. Feel that stretch through the hip. When you're ready, you can reach between the thighs, hold the knee in toward our chest. And then we'll uncross the legs and roll it up to seated. We're going to grab our weights. And in the middle here, we're going to be kneeling before we go to the other side. So think nice long line, shoulders to hips to knees. Knees are hip width apart, arms are long, palms face each other. Now all we're going to do is hinge back at the knee and right back up. So only hinging back as far as feels good for your body. Think about that stretch through the thighs, through the quadriceps. And 2. Try not to send the booty back behind us. Last one. All the way back. Shake the shoulders out. Okay, this time palms face the ceiling. We're going to hinge it back as we come up, we bicep curl. Stand and we hinge back and bicep curl. And 4, 3, 2. Last one. All the way back up. Shake those shoulders out. Let's set the weights to the side, and we'll go on to our other side. So laying on our side, forearm on the mat, foam roller right under the side body. Legs are stacked, knees bent, heels lifted in space. We're going to clamshell open and close. Open and close. And 4, 3, think strong through the shoulder here. 2. Last one. Now we open and hold. Extend that top leg. Bend the knees, heels come together and close. And clamshell open, extend, bend, and close. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And rest it down. Count down a little if we need to. Extend that top leg, foot is flexed. We're going to lift and lower. And lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, point our toes, sweep it forward, flex it back. And sweep it forward and flex it back. And 4. I turned my heater on. It's getting warm in here.
I was going to say, how's that heat going?
Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea. Last one, hold it. Flex the foot, bend into tabletop, press it out. I'm quite warm. And 4. I should have brought the remote control with me.
On there, yeah.
You're what?
I said you'll have a little glow going on there.
Well, it's hot Pilates right now. 2. 1, press it out, hold it, and little circles, and circle, and circle, and 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend it in, down, down. Okay, we're going to come up into that mermaid position, hand on the foam roller, bottom leg in front, top leg out to the side, arms to a T. Press that foam roller away, stretch up and over. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, up and over. Think about keeping that hip down on the mat as much as we can. We want this movement just through the spine, finding that lateral flexion. 2 more. Last one. All the way back up in counter stretch. If you need a sip of water, grab it. I'm going to. And then we've got those side overs. So, side body is resting on this foam roller. Bottom legs tucked under, top leg extended, and we're on our elbow. Top hand behind the head. So bottom hand behind the head. Top hand can be behind the head or along at our side. You decide where you need to be here. When you're ready, exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Think belly button pulling in. And with that. And 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold and pulse. 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 3, 2, 1. And down. Stretch it over. We'll come on up. Set the foam roller to the side. Let's roll over onto our back. Give ourselves a figure 4 stretch on the other side. Cross the ankle over the other knee. Press the knee open. Opening through the hip there. When you're ready, reach between the legs. Hug that thigh into the chest. And then uncross those legs. Roll it up to seated. How you feeling, Lisa?
Good, good, good.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead, bring that foam roller behind the knees and lay all the way down. When you're ready, we're going to lift the hips, bring the foam roller up under the hips, under the sits bones. Okay. Almost. I guess a little above, right at the hips. Extend the right leg, hug the left knee into the chest. Think about this stretch through the hip flexor on that right side, through the hip on the left. And then we'll switch when you're ready. Left leg extends, right knee hugs into the chest. And then both feet find the floor. So keep that foam roller where it is. I like to hold on to the side of my foam roller and let my hands rest on top. Kind of hold it in place. We're going to bring those legs into tabletop. We're going to extend the toes to the ceiling. Nice long legs. We're going to lower across the room, just to our lowest point, and lift. Listening to your body here. Find that place that feels good. So with the hips lifted, this should take some of the work out of the low back. And 2 more. Last one, lower, hold it, externally rotate, bend in like a frog, and press it out. And froggy those knees in, and press it out. And 3, 2, 1. Press those legs out, hold them there. Take the toes to the ceiling, open out and around, just like circles. Toes to the ceiling, open out and around. So again, with our hips lifted, supported, we should be able to really stabilize through the pelvis. Take that work out of the low back and just get movement through the hips. And 1 more. And reverse. Good, just a little bit. And down through the center. And down. And 3. Does this feel okay?
Yeah, it feels great.
2. Should be really nice movement through the hips. Last one. And then we can lift the hips, roll off that roller, hug our knees, and off the low back. Let's use our exhale, roll it up to seated. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. We want our forearms on this foam board. You can always go to the hands, but that's going to get a little bit risky. So if our hands are here, it kind of pushes back on those wrists a little bit. Forms is going to be nicer. Of course, if you don't like the foam roller, ditch it and do this on the mat. When you're ready, we're going to step it back, find our plank. Think strong through the shoulders, holding this plank. Stabilizing the foam roller, pressing back through the heels, neck is long, gaze just forward of our mat, of our fingertips, belly button pulling in, slight tug of the pelvis, shoulder blades pulling apart, and we're breathing. Big inhales, big exhales. We're holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the knees down, stretch it back, let those arms reach long on our wall. And let's come on up and do it again. This time we'll add movement.
Okay.
So step 1 foot back, then the other, find that nice plank. When you're ready, we're going to press the foam roller forward and back, and forward and back. Try not to let the heels lift and lower. Try not to let the hips lift and lower. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the knees down, open wider than our shoulders and stretch it back. Feel that lengthening through the spine. Just for fun, let's do one more plank on our hands.
Okay.
For this one, we're going to bring our toes to the foam roller. So we'll put that foam roller behind us. Toes on the foam roller. It's nice to kind of start one leg and then let the other leg join. And we'll come up to that plank. So get that foam roller situated where you need it. Heels pressing away. Slight tuck of the pelvis, strong through the shoulders, and just breathing. Neck is long. Big inhales, big exhales. Check in. Everything is working. Quads active, glutes, hamstrings, core. And we've got 10 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the knees down.
Yay.
How'd that feel on your toes?
That was good. It was a little unstable, but it was good.
It's kind of fun, huh?
Yeah.
Let's walk the hands to the right side of the mat, stretch through the left side of the body.
I like the challenge.
Me too. I'm with you there. Let's walk to the left side of the mat, stretch through the right side of the body. One more time in the center. Let's come back into our 4-point kneeling position. Make sure that foam roller is away from us. And give ourselves a couple of cat cows. Exhale, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, belly button to the mat. Exhale, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, belly button to the mat. One more time. Find our angry cat. Find our happy cow. Find a neutral spine somewhere in the middle. Maybe wag the tail like happy puppy. Let's curl the toes under. Hike the hips to the ceiling. Find our up stretch. Head hangs heavy between the shoulders. Let's bend one knee. Press the other heel back to the mat. And switch. And switch. And switch. One more to each side. And when we're even, we'll come back to center. Soften the knees if you need to. Walk the hands to the toes, toes to the fingertips, hang heavy at the bottom of our roll down. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. Maybe gently nod our head yes. Maybe gently shake our head no. Hold opposite elbows, sway side to side like a train in the breeze. We'll come back to center and with an inhale, let the arms hang long. With our exhale, soften the knees, scoop the abs, tuck the pelvis, slowly roll it up. Restocking the spine one piece at a time. Heads last to come up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Back and down again. Let's hold one hand up. Give ourselves a high five. We're working hard today.
Yay!
Yay!